Okay. Oh, forgot to do it. I forgot to open the window. Hi everyone, it's me again. Yes, your boring guy. You probably thought I was dead because I haven't tweeted for about 5-8 minutes. But I'm still alive, sort of. Oh, cripes. Come on. Oh. I've got it always on top. I don't want it always on top. Thank you very much. Alright, so, where are we? Dashboard? That's not the dashboard, is it? Oh, I've got to change my dashboard. What have I done to my dashboard? Wow, okay. Oh, there it is. Duh. My doofus. Okay, so I'm just popping out my window player, my Twitch player, really. Okay. A bit of pinning. Yes, we do want to watch. Oh, maybe Twitch has got this new logo there. I thought I would watch the left-hand corner, which has got this new logo there. Player, left-hand corner, which has got this new logo. It's very sweet. Very sweet. Okay. So, Olympic Games 2012. Boy, who knew I had this fella? I didn't. I had no idea I had this fella, or still had it. Not much activity on the Steam servers. It's been a while. I assume they moved on to Olympic Games 2016 or whatever it was, wherever that was held. China? Was it in China or Korea? Korea. Because then you had your North Koreas and your South Koreas, and then you had your poisoning your brothers and the whole works. Alright, so need to actually turn on the controller for it to actually respond. I haven't played this game. Onky Dogs. Well, I played it a little bit today. Alright, I always lie. Don't have the Steam key. Just found this old junky thing on a backup archive. Alright, so I wish there was a party. Yeah, no, alright, let's play some games. Let's get a little new campaign. And what I'll do is, if anyone's watching this, you can help me choose. You can help me choose what sports I'm going to play. I'm about to, right, are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Oh, I've got to pick it up here. Okay. Let's go with the, I can't do, I've got to unlock hard by completing medium first. Right. Australia, of course. So, you my outfit.
Here we are in London, one of the biggest cities in the world, for one of the biggest events in the world.
Doing that and instead plugging through my ears. Sorry about that. Such professional. Such professional. Actually, why can't I get back to my ears? Why are you not coming? Oh, hang on. It's my headphones not working. My headphones not working. That explains it, doesn't it? Okay, now it's pumping through my ears. I can hear the game now. I'll lower it a bit because I don't want to pump my ears too much. Damn, it's still pumping through my ears. It's probably because I've got the volume down, up. Let's lower the volume a bit. Alright. Still pumping in my ears. I'm not sure what it's doing in your ears. I hope it's not pumping in your ears as well. Banana, where are ya? Oh no, it's I've got it reasonable. Music's a little bit loud, that's about it, but it's still the MMA side is just whoa in my ears, you know what I'm saying? You probably don't know what I'm saying, but well, I'm trying to get the sound to a point where you can hear me, you can still hear the game. We can continue. Alright, so I have retry token 1. Let's see if I can win a couple. Actually, before that, let's play some games. Let's try playing them on the medium. Here's the individuals. We're all individuals. I have the football running in the background as well, so if anyone needs a score, I'm your one-stop shop. That's my personal best, by the way.
Welcome to the Olympic Stadium here, the jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park.
Do a tutorial.
This is a terrific venue.
On your mark, set.
You don't want to do it too much. You don't want to go too hard. Don't do it. Okay, yeah, okay, whatever, yeah. Doofus.
Well, let's have a look at the lineup. Acknowledging the crowd.
Let's see if I can actually get through without doing a false start.
Well, it's vital that they get off the blocks quickly here.
Set.
What a race in the 100 meters!
Oh, what a crappy start! Crappy start! Too much! Too much! Too much! Oh, we're gonna have to restart that.
Just missed out on gold.
Sixth.
Silver medal for Team USA. Brazil finish with bronze. It's 6th place for Australia.
6th place for Australia.
And it's gold for Jamaica.
We'll do that again, please.
From the athletes.
Because if you go too fast, pulls a hammy. So you don't want to pull a hammy.
He always has a habit of making superstars. There's no reason why this athlete can't be the story of this games.
Set.
100 meters final.
I started okay.
First time. Up with the leaders, in with a real chance. Driving through the halfway point. In front, USA. This is it. It's gold.
Third.
For Jamaica. 2nd place and a silver medal for Team USA. A bronze place for
Crap
Australia.
time.
Well, that's a really good performance. And
I did 9.95 this morning. Let's try that again.
An awful lot to like about this. 4 years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be
Yeah, stop pulling yourself.
Silence.
Set.
And they're off in the men's 100 meters final. Needs to move through the pack. Good technique. Who's in it to win it? In the lead, Jamaica. Will there be any late drama?
Second.
Jamaica
Damn it.
finished with gold. Australia
Damn it.
finished 2nd, and that's worth a silver medal. It's bronze for the USA. To finish in the medal positions at Olympic
Damn it.
Games is always pleasing. And
Let's
look
try
at that
again.
reaction.
Let's try again.
Welcome
I've
to
got to
the
get my
Olympic
personal
Stadium,
best.
The jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is the place where these athletes will take the next step on their Olympic dream.
Set.
The cameras flash as the 100 metres finals underway. Working hard here, sprinting towards the halfway mark. In first place, Australia, driving through the field.
What happened there? What happened there, eh?
Gold for Jamaica.
Shit.
And the silver goes to Australia. And bronze for
Oh,
Team
Canberra looks like
USA.
they've scored,
Second
or
place finish. A well-deserved silver.
no? They're just going through the
Well, that
replays,
was a good
2
performance
tries.
from this athlete. There will be those who say it could have been better. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium. 80,000 people on hand here for the next event, and this really
Okay,
has been
so it's 6 all at the
brought
half
to life.
time.
The jewel of the Olympic crown. Well, these are the moments of real tension, aren't they?
Set.
All 8 athletes are out of their blocks in the 100 metres final. Really great technique here. In first place, Australia. This could be a new record. A touch, and Australia win gold at the London 2012 Games. Jamaica takes silver. In third place and a bronze medal is Team USA.
Yeah, Team Australia.
Standing on end after that performance, you're not human.
I went too fast.
What a
I didn't know I was
performance and
going
what a
too fast, and
celebration.
I go, oh my god, how fast am I? And I'm going, oh my god, looking at the back of
Well, let's confirm the final standings then, and it's gold for Australia.
all right, let's go on to another one. Oh, hang on. Hurdles. How do you do hurdles? How do you run and jump?
Well, some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about it?
On your mark. Set.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's take
I'm gonna
a
hit.
check on the
I'm gonna
line.
hit a lot of hurdles here.
This athlete knows he has all the technique and the ability to become the next Olympic champion.
Set.
Away first time in the 110 metres hurdles.
Ooh!
Hit the hurdle. That's going to affect the race time. Medals on the line. Great Britain in first place. Towards the finish. And it's gold for Team USA.
Shit, I jumped over the finish line.
And it's silver for Team Great Britain. Everybody's on their feet. That is a terrific performance. Bronze
Yeah, it's not
for
gonna stand.
Jamaica. Australia finishing 6th.
It's not gonna stand
Not the
because
best performance by any stretch of the imagination.
you're gonna
Just really struggle to keep
ask for it
This
to do it
is the
again.
Olympic Stadium, one of the most ecologically sound structures in the whole of world athletics.
I don't like this game.
Stadium really is state of the art. 80,000 in capacity and beautiful on the eye. Oh, that'll hurt. Gotta go faster to stay in it. Who still wants it with 50 metres to go? The leader is Jamaica. In full swing here. Jamaica finish with gold. And the silver goes to USA. It's France in third. In 7th position is
Oh, I've got a new
Australia.
personal best.
Fifth in celebration. And quite rightly, he gets the accolades
That's
of
because
crowd.
the previous one was crap.
Well, plenty of crowd
So
support here.
it doesn't take
They're
long.
all ready to get this event underway. Will we get a clean getaway?
Set.
The nerves were obviously jangling on the start line.
On your mark.
Nerves must really be kicking in right
Set.
now. And they're off, it's underway. But all the athletes fighting it out to become the next Olympic champion. There's a real chance of creating history. In first place, Jamaica. One more push. Jamaica finish with gold. Team USA
Didn't know the personal best.
In third place is France. Australia
See?
in sixth. Pump of the fist in
Because
celebration.
it was crap the other times.
As we look back at
Good
this
start.
the
See,
race
great
was lost
great
in
start.
the first 25 metres.
Lost in the first
quality
hurdle.
of this field means that you can't afford to give any ground at all. And it's gold for Jamaica. This athlete. This is the Olympic Stadium.
Last
And
one.
up next, it's the 110 metres hurdles. The grace
It's a pain in
and
the ass.
style of these sprinters as they launch over those hurdles is always a sight to behold. Should be an exciting race, this. Race well underway now. Now it's all about power. 50 metres to go. In first place, Australia. Who wants gold? Australia take the gold in this event. Silver for Jamaica. The USA.
How the fuck did I get that?
Well, the crowd have responded to this athlete all the way through these games, and quite rightly now they can applaud a new Olympic champion.
How the fuck did I do that?
Gold for Australia, a superb performance.
Next game. Let's try the 200. I'm doing it on medium because if I'm going to play a competition, I've got to do it on medium until. Just go get one, Dad. And get one. Enter Yes, I land. Bullshit. Look at the shit on hot. My dad drives me nuts. It's your dad's parents drive you nuts. Okay. Oh. No. Let's go back to good old AUS.
Welcome to this beautiful Olympic stadium built specifically for these games. This really
Built
is
specifically
the
for these games.
of the crown.
Sure,
Absolutely sold
no.
out. What a venue this is.
On your mark. Set.
Well, this part I've got. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Son of a bitch, you lose it. It's a bit long. It's playable.
If you're looking for success for Australia in the men's 200 metres, you have to go back to Mexico City. That was in 1968, where they won silver. And the men's 200-metre finals underway. His rhythm has absolutely deserted him. 50 metres gone and already in stride. That's 50 metres disappearing. In the lead, Jamaica. Very, very tight at the front of this. Jamaica finish with gold.
What did I just do?
Takes silver, a bronze medal for China. Australia got to make do with one of the minor placings, and although
China.
we acknowledge the crowd,
China.
this is the Olympic Stadium.
That won't do.
One of the most sustainable ever built. The lower bowl is set into the existing landscape.
Shut up,
meaning
so I can hear
less
the gun.
need for steel. That's a great start by this athlete. Well, this really has been a struggle so far. Needs to up the ante sometime soon. Now they approach the second half of the race. Well past halfway. The leader is Jamaica. In second, it's Australia. Into the
I
final
can't
25.
control.
Jamaica finish with gold.
China again.
Silver for China on the podium, and
Fuck.
in the medals is Team USA. Bronze in 4th place and missing out agonisingly on a medal.
Yes, we'll do a restart because
full to the rafters, barely a seat to be
nuts.
had here, being sold out for an awful long time. And the next event is half a lap of the track.
I can't hear the gun.
It's
Shut up.
200 metres. We're off, we're underway, and that's a really good start. Trailing at this stage and needs to start moving through the field. Very close to the front as we approach the midway point. Very tight between these. In first place, Jamaica. This is going to be a close finish. What a performance! What
Freaking
an athlete.
China comes from nowhere. He's on drugs.
For Team USA.
The Chinese guy's on
Jamaica
drugs.
take silver. China take bronze. 4th place and deep disappointment, missing out on a medal. It's Australia. Pump of the fist in celebration, and quite rightly he gets the accolades of the crowd.
Oh, fuck
Welcome
off.
back to the Olympic Stadium then.
He keeps
80,000
talking.
people
I can't hear the
taking
gun.
their
Shut up,
seats,
dude.
Ready for this. This is the final of the men's 200 metres.
Set.
Well, that's a false start. They need to get the heart rate down and compose themselves. No more false starts, please. Well, I'm not sure what the athlete was thinking, but totally missed the start. Needs to find a way to get back in this. The first quarter beckons as these athletes really find their pace. Into the second half of the race here. The leader is Jamaica. Australia in second. Looking for medals in the 200.
Oh, done by China again.
Silver USA. China
Fucking
take bronze.
China
The
again.
gold medal won't go Australia's way on this occasion.
China.
This athlete
Fucking
has a
China.
cool, calm
China.
exterior, but underneath the
Yeah,
Olympic
China.
Stadium looking splendid, and the next
Yeah, yeah,
event
yeah.
is half a lap of the track.
It delayed
This is
me
a
in the
sprint.
second one.
It's the 200
On
metres.
your marks.
Well, this is the moment they're all waiting for. Lightning start. Needs to improve on this position. Halfway round the bend, and we're starting to see the break of the blocks. 50 metres gone. Through the first 100 quite quickly as the stagger evens out. In the lead, Jamaica. Second place, USA. It's going to come down to the finish on the line. China finish with gold. Silver for Jamaica.
I've got a medal.
The bronze. Well, that was a really good performance.
22-10.
and a strong competition. Pump of the fist in celebration.
22-10.
And quite rightly, he gets the accolades of the crowd.
I don't want the accolades of the crowd. I want... Why the fuck did I finish
Well, let's have
22-10?
another look at that. A classy performance from start.
It's really
Welcome
difficult.
Back to the Olympic Stadium for the running of the men's 200 metres final. 80,000 people in here, all ready for success. Down on the blocks.
Set.
And they're underway, and it's a quick start. Needs to try and get back in touch with the leaders. Well, this race really starting to take shape as they approach halfway. In first place, Jamaica. Heading towards the line now. Has he got enough? He's going to become the Olympic champion. USA finishing first place.
21:61. New personal best.
For China. Fourth place for Australia. So cruel to be so close to an Olympic medal, but not this time. It's a terrific
Let's try again.
atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Well, this event has been dominated by Jamaica and the USA over the last 10 years. And I'm sure it's going to be those two countries that will be hoping to compete for gold and silver medals from the end of this one. Needs to work harder to reach the leaders, approaching full pace. The halfway point fast approaching here.
Yeah, this one's mine now. This one's mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. 1951. Oh!
And Australia has a new Olympic champion. USA takes silver.
That's an Australian record, isn't it?
Well, what a performance. What a great performance and celebration, to be fair. This athlete deserves everything they
It's
get.
not an Olympic record, not a
There's
world
nothing
record, but it was pretty
better
damn
than
close.
sharing that moment with a full house. Pump of the fist in celebration, and quite rightly he gets the accolades of the crowd.
Let's check it out on
Take
replay.
another look at that. So smooth from start to finish, straight into the stride, and then once in rhythm, majestic.
Look at
stuff.
majestic,
A real
majestic,
Olympic champion.
majestic.
What a performance! Amazing.
Oh man, that was a whole 1
Good
point whatever
performance from
seconds.
this athlete, but not enough to take gold on the day.
Yeah, it was. Okay, what else can we do? 400. This should be interesting. This should be hard as anything. I'm just basically putting the controller up against my kneecap and just banging on it from there. I hope it's not more than just the same banging.
Well, the atmosphere really is buzzing here in the Olympic Stadium ahead of the
Better
men's
not.
400 metres.
On your mark. Set.
Overflow the bar to sprint and use stamina. Continue to sprint without stun. Oh, I see.
Australia's men are yet to take a medal in the history of the 400 metres. However, they have
On
had
your
some
mark.
success with their women taking gold in
Set.
Sydney in 2000. That's a wonderful start for this athlete. Can he build on it? Seems somewhat off the pace here.
Don't want to take my stamina.
As they approach the first quarter, all those pre-race nerves should be firmly behind them. Really should be in a better position.
How can I be in a better position?
Down the back straight. In the lead, Jamaica. Entering the home straight with 100 metres to go. We're approaching the final stages of this 400 metres. The medal's on the line in the final few metres. Jamaica finish with gold. It's silver for France. Team
Okay,
USA claim
boy.
the bronze.
I
In
get ya.
fifth place, it's Australia.
Let's do it again.
The pressure's mounting here at the Olympic Stadium ahead of the men's 400 metres final. Welcome,
On your mark.
you're just in time for these 8 athletes to work out who's going to be the #1 in the world, who's going to be the new Olympic champion. This athlete really seems to be struggling to me. Approaching the back straight. Needs to work harder, can do better than this.
Shut up.
We're approaching the halfway mark. Approaching halfway here. Needs to keep some stamina in reserve. In first place, USA. Needs to drive through the pain barrier with 100 metres to go. We're heading towards the line in the 400 metres. Heading towards the line here. It's gold for Jamaica. France in second and bronze for the United States. Australia in 5th.
I ain't
Let's have another look
no
at that race. And hello and welcome
Kathy,
to the
what's her
Olympic
face?
Stadium. This really
No,
is,
this is a little
place
bit-
that's waiting for
all
success.
Raiders going again.
The next
10-6.
event is the 400 metres. Hard
On
to
your
even
mark.
hear yourself think, such is the noise from the
Set.
crowd. But one lap of the track and every spectator will get a good chance to see the next Olympic champion. Finding it tough so far in this race. Stagger still in effect through the first 100 metres. Running well. Approaching halfway. In first place, Jamaica. In second place, USA. In third, Australia. But it all comes down to this. The final push for victory. Self-respect, national pride. All these athletes giving it their all.
Oh my
Can he
God.
put it together?
Oh my God.
Jamaica finish with gold. Finishing second, it's France. Team
At least I got in the 49s.
Three with a bronze medal.
Okay, I think I understand. Let's go again because I think I understand.
London's East End. Some terrific views over the city, but now it's time for the next event to take place. 80,000 here, and they're all watching. And the Olympic finals underway. All the athletes start well. Running out of time to improve on this. Approaching the end of the first 100 metres. Really needs to start moving quicker. Approaching the halfway point. Entering the bend, this is the halfway point. Leading the pack, Norway. The final part of this wonderful event as the world witnesses Olympic history in the making. This is a terrific race. Final stages, heading towards the line here. Jamaica finish with gold. France takes silver. It's bronze for Team USA. Fourth place and deep disappointment, missing out on a medal. It's Australia.
Let's go again.
Mounting here at the Olympic Stadium ahead of the men's 400 metres final. Welcome along. You're just in time for these athletes to work out who's going to be the number one.
It wasn't a full start.
These are real nervous times for all 8 of these athletes. Clean getaway.
Delayed it. Gave me a delayed run.
And it's a struggle
Son
to
of a
keep in
bitch.
touch with the leaders.
What's
Very
delayed
close to the
run?
end of the first 100 metres. Not what this athlete was hoping for. The leader is USA. Hanging on to second, it's Jamaica. Opening that stride up round the bend and now into the final home straight. This is where the medals are decided. Can he hold it together? It's gold for Jamaica. It's France in second place.
I see. I see. It's annoying. It's an annoying one of those games.
Here at the Olympic Stadium.
And I got delayed, man. I got delayed.
One lap of the track stands between all of these athletes and Olympic glory. A good start from the athlete, but needs to build on that. Has to work harder at this stage. Into their stride in the early stages. Needs to be better at this stage. Approaching halfway. The leader is Jamaica. USA second place. Stamina, everything with 100 metres to go into the home straight. This is a close race going into the final stages of the 400 metres. It's going to come down to the finish on the line. Jamaica finish with gold. Second place goes to France. Australia close out the medal positions with a bronze place finish.
Yeah, but
quite rightly, the athletes very happy with that performance.
What was the time on that?
Finishing in the medal positions
look
is
at
something
that.
special.
8:48, 05,
And to share
48,
that
1.
moment with this crowd. Well, just
Let's
look
do
at
that
them.
again.
Welcome to the Olympic Stadium. 80,000 people on hand here for the next event, and this really has been brought to life. The jewel of the Olympic crown.
It's an interesting sport.
That's a good positive start from this athlete. A poor performance at this stage. A race that's all about strategy. You can get it wrong in the first quarter. This athlete needs to pick up the pace. Well, this race really starting to take shape as they approach halfway. In front, USA. And there's less than quarter of the race still to go. This is where the stamina really kicks in the final stages. The medals on the line in the final few meters. It's gold.
Oh, God, I did it again. I ran out and buffed.
It's bronze for the USA. The gold medal won't go Australia's way on this occasion. No complaints from the athletes about the facilities here. This really is a state-of-the-art stadium.
I'll complain about the facilities.
The athletes take to the blocks. And we're off. Well, not a bad performance so far. There's no doubts that he can certainly improve on this. Early leaders already making their presence felt through the first 100 metres. Needs to use the strength.
I've got to build up the stamina. I'm just using it all too much.
In first place, USA. Second place, Jamaica. Third, it's Norway. 3/4 of the race gone as we enter the closing stages. And here they go towards the line, straining every muscle. Very, very tight at the front of this. Jamaica finish with gold. France in second. The bronze will go to USA. And that's 5th place for Australia.
It's annoying. It's so annoying.
Olympic Stadium in London's East End.
So it's
Some
very
terrific views
strategy.
over the city. But now it's time for the next event to take place. 80,000 here and they're all watching. Great start. Very slow. Well, the first quarter of the race approaches as this field of fine athletes find their place and pace. Needs to try and get back in touch with the leaders. Still 200 metres to go. Needs to keep some in reserve. The leader is Jamaica. Now approaching the 3/4 mark in this race. Approaching the end of this race. All the effort into the final stages. Very, very tight at the front of this. Jamaica finished with gold. In second place, silver for Australia.
I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do.
Second in the standings, that means silver. Pump of the fist in celebration. And quite rightly, he gets the accolades of the crowd.
Terrible start.
This athlete has a cool, calm exterior, but
Yeah, but it's another track. Was I doing 200 just then? I think I was. So how long is it going to take for the 400? Oh no, I was doing 400, wasn't I?
hello and welcome to the Olympic Stadium. This is the place that's waiting for success. The next event is the 400 metres. It's hard to hear yourself think with this noise.
Obviously I have got to push.
Set.
Well, he's made a great start there. Needs to use the strength. Needs to work harder to reach the leaders. Halfway there, halfway still to go. In first place, Jamaica. The athletes must stay focused as we have only quarter of the race to go. Heading towards the line in the 400 metres. This is going to be close. Can he hold it together? Jamaica finish with gold.
Oh, I got lost. I lost the silver to Britain.
I'm sure the athletes will be happy with that.
Yeah, okay, well I played 400. Well, I'm assuming the women's 400 is the same as the men's 400, only with women. Did they have stamina too? I'm assuming they have stamina. Which makes it a funny choice,
The Olympic
other
Stadium
than
is sold out, and it has been for over a year for this event. The women's 400 metres final. One lap of the track stands between these.
On your mark. Set.
As we look at the starting line,
Pretty much the same as the
talent.
men's. So this is basically the same thing.
Set.
It was not a false start.
That's a false start.
Watch him rip me off 5
Well, the
seconds.
nerves really will be jangling after that false start. This is the final of the 400 metres and we're underway first time. She needs to improve. Important to have a good start, but vital that these athletes keep some energy for the remaining 3 quarters. She's way behind. The halfway point fast approaching here. Now's the time for these athletes to really make their move. Great Britain in first place. 100 metres to go, 3 quarters of the race over, and now it comes down to this. The final throes of this race comes down to this. It's going to come down to the finish on the line. Gold, Great Britain. France takes second. USA will claim the bronze. 4th place for Australia.
Okay.
So cruel to be so close to an Olympic medal, but not this time.
Skip, continue, next. Okay, so that's a interesting. That's an interesting thing. Okay, I think I've done this before this morning.
Well, this is an event that needs great speed, good balance, and an explosive finish. First round, I'm sure the nerves will really be fluttering around these competitors. A brilliant throw, launching it long. Terrific throw. Well done.
60.04 meters.
End of round 1 and Australia are in 2nd position.
Shit. Okay,
Next,
so
the
it's
athlete from Australia.
One of the key things to the technique of throwing a discus is to impart as much spin on it as possible. The greater the spin, the greater the gyroscopic stability.
this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think you can see from that celebration that the athlete's happy with that throw.
62.49 meters.
Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows first place.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
Well, the 3rd attempt about to commence.
That's a good angle.
Massive launch towards 60 metres. And that's another good one, and the fans respond well. Quite rightly as well.
Next, the athlete from Australia.
It's all going to come down to this, the delivery.
It's not really the power lock I wanted.
Uncoils now. Well, that's going to go out, and it's going to be long, this one, very long. Oh, that's massive! Absolutely massive! A huge new personal best.
What about the other
It's
two?
good technique to spin round in that circle before exploding into life and releasing the discus into the London air.
Oh, got a good angle.
Well, that's an excellent throw.
Australia with a distance of 67.5.
Well, the end of that round, and that puts Australia into first place.
Australia.
6th and final round then for this athlete.
Good angle again. Best angle of the night.
Well over 60 metres with that last effort. The celebrations of an Olympic champion. Look at the emotion. What a performance. And the crowd stand on their feet to applaud.
This should be interesting. High jump.
The crowd pumped up for this one then, the final of the men's high jump.
Oh, I get you.
Well, the high jump hasn't been a great event for Australia over the years. Are they going to change their fortunes here at the Games in London? Well, this athlete will fancy their chances. Goes clear despite rattling the bar. Well, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard after that last
run.
clearance. Well, the bar will raise, inching its way up the poles. Well, it's ambitious, bold and brave. Let's see whether he can pull this off. You can see from the smile on his face that he's happy, and he's happy because he's got a personal best. Here's the replay. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? Well, if he doesn't get this right, he'll be very disappointed.
Oh, I didn't hit the A. I didn't hit the A.
The standard attempt number 2.
I flew over that. I flew over that.
Here's the replay of that.
I flew over that. Look at that. You're going to put a coffee underneath.
End of the round, and Australia are in first place. Well, the bar's height is exactly what's the focus of this athlete's mind right now. This is a tough call. Well, the difficulty level has increased, and now this is what I would describe as being a really, really good height to go clear at. This is going to be tough. Attempt number 2. Well, the reactions of this athlete tells you everything. A new personal best, and quite rightly, they're delighted.
So this keeps going.
So many options to go for.
Okay.
Well, here we go then. This bar is starting to approach this athlete's personal best.
Oh, look at that! I've got to put a coffee table underneath me.
Reaction. He's absolutely delighted. A new personal best.
I could go for 2.
Well, the end of that round, and that puts Australia into first place.
Yeah, well, it puts everybody in first place.
Well, this athlete is going to have to choose what level to jump over the bar. This athlete will set a new personal best if they go clear here. It's all about technique. Didn't give himself a chance at all of crossing there.
Keep pressing the A button, dude. I crossed over it. It was my ankle, see?
Second attempt.
There you go.
Look at the celebration. He's smiling. He's delighted. It's a new personal best.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
Well, this is a gamble, calculated. This is going to be really tough. Ultimately a failure, but not far away from getting this absolutely right. Well, here's the next effort.
Oh, that's crap.
Contact with the bar and
Crap.
fall. Has to get the technique right at the end.
Better run. Did you see me jump
It's a
that?
personal best.
Did you see me jump
Replay.
that?
And the scoreboard shows Australia in first place.
The athlete from Australia.
Let's go 182.
Well, this is ambitious. Hits the bar.
Too early.
Falls
I went
off.
too early.
Well, the second attempt at this height, only a small tweak needed. Well, the takeoff was poor there.
Again with the
I
freaking
don't know what was
ankle.
wrong with this athlete, but I think they need to have another look at this.
There you go.
This is the stuff Olympic dreams are made of.
That was
New
lucky.
personal best, and then the celebrations with the fans.
Oh, Taylor Jones is out at 179.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
It's a brave selection, this. It's going to be hard to get over the bar at this level. But this is the Olympics. This is where the athletes back themselves to succeed. Well, that won't be any good, I'm afraid. A stutter in the run-up will have cost this athlete.
No, it wasn't a stutter in
No
the
chance
run.
of going clear when you hit the bar that hard. Well,
There's a
what
stutter in my
celebration
kick.
that is, and the crowd are responding, and quite rightly, a new personal best.
Press A.
Here's the replay. End of the round, and Australia are in first place.
A few others have already dropped out.
Next, the athlete from Australia.
Well, here we go then. Everything on the line here. This attempt will be a personal best. Well, this athlete's right in the medal mix then with a new personal best. Let's check on the replay. That's the end of the round, and Australia continue to do well here. They have a marginal lead at the top.
Australia.
Well, this is an ambitious, bold and brave choice. Can this athlete do it? Didn't give himself a chance at all of crossing there.
You're right,
Well, this
because
is the second attempt. Ultimately a failure, but not far away from getting this absolutely right.
bullshit.
Final attempt at this height. Well, this was always going to be a tough one. That's
Perfect.
a personal best performance, and he's come through. What an exhibition. Well, let's have a look at the replay. Well, after
the
that
Russians-
round, this
Russians
athlete,
dropped
much to
out.
the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Competitor representing Australia.
This will be the ultimate test of technique and talent. The bar's now at a level where I think the difficulty is very, very tough. Well, that
Went
attempt's
through it.
going to count for nothing, I'm afraid to say. It's a foul. Well, that won't be any good, I'm afraid. A stutter in the run-up will have cost this athlete. No chance of going clear when you hit the bar that hard. Well, that's a foul, and I'm afraid to say
I'm out.
it's back to the drawing board after that last attempt.
With a height of 2.2.
Portugal finished with a silver medal, and China finish in third place. That means a bronze medal. Welcome to this beautiful Olympic stadium built specifically for these games. This really is the jewel of the crown. Absolutely sold out. What a venue this is. Well, that's a brave choice. I think he can do this, though. Great leap that. Did ever so well to clear the bar, and that's a new personal best. Well, here's the replay.
Oh, jeez.
Let's have a look at the results at the end of round one.
Next up, the competitor representing
Round number
Australia.
two, then. How does the approach change here? athlete thoroughly enjoying the celebrations, and no reason not to. A new personal best at the Olympic Games. The big question now is where the athlete will take the bar next. Going to need plenty of pace on the run up here and get it absolutely right on takeoff. A new personal best is on the line. Here's the replay. The aim is to go over, not under the bar. Well, the Olympic dreams are hanging by a thread here. Third and final attempt to remain in the Olympic final. Well, the takeoff was
just.
I don't know what was wrong with this athlete, but I think they need to have another look at this. Well, in the end, that was okay. I'm sure there's still more to come, though.
Alright, that's a bit of fun, but pain in the ass of a sport. Women's high jump will be the same as the men's high jump, only with women. Long jump. Let's try the long jump. Haven't played these games in ages, so bit of fun.
Well, some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about this place? 80,000 people jammed in here for the next event.
Okay.
Over the years, the long jump is an event that the USA have dominated, from Seoul to Barcelona to Atlanta. Elsewhere, there's been success for Cuba and more recently Panama.
I just did a world record.
Australia with a distance of 8.85.
Sprinting towards that board with great pace.
Is that another new world
Gets it right
record?
as well. That's another great jump. Well, here are Australia, and they have a magnificent lead in this one. They really have been a class above everybody else out there today.
The competitor representing Australia.
Here we are in round two.
Crap, Willie.
Well, looks like a foul to me. We await to see what the judge says.
Next, the athlete from Australia.
Here we go, attempt number 3 then.
Oh, it's a low.
Well, it may be called the long jump, but you do need some height to make sure you get the distance.
Next, the athlete from Australia.
Great speed on the runway. Can he follow it up with good technique?
I went up. And I would have hit the
Well, that
bad
jump
board.
won't count for anything on this occasion. Sadly, a red flag means it's a foul.
Australia.
The 5th attempt.
Oh, it's also a big old.
Well, oversteps the mark there, and that'll be a foul.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
6 rounds then. And one of these athletes will be crowned the champion. Good stuff. Very good stuff.
8.14.
So I started with 8.8186, ended up with the
Full
814,
stretch through the bicycle, and then
and
nicely down.
the 814 would have got me 5th, but the
Finishing in third
8.86
position
got
with
me
the
gold.
bronze, it's China. Time now for a quick look at who's where in the...
Okay, next. Triple jump. It's going to be a lot of button pressing. I take it. Because the last time I played this was with keyboard, I didn't have the controller. Oh, he's fast, this little rabbit,
On
eh?
the line here, and this is where the pressure really counts. We've got another Olympic final for you at the stadium here in London.
Okay.
With 4 different champions at the last 4 Olympic Games, the winner here in London could come from any of the nations competing.
Good.
Well, if you look at that last dive, there were problems in all 3 phases.
Dive?
And the judges will point those out. It's up there in writing, and Australia are in 6th place. Here we go in the latest round of the triple jump. Well, that'll be a foul as he sprints through the board and into the pit. Round number 3.
That's crap. It's good.
Well, the problem with this jump was just the speed on the runway. It was too slow.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
This has been an entertaining triple jump so far. Well, that really wasn't the best, and at an Olympic Games, you really expect the athletes to put in the best performances of their lives. This is round number 5 then. Into the pit, that's got to be a personal best. As we can see here, a lack of speed and then a lack of technique equals a lack of distance.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete.
I think I worked it out by now. You think? No, no.
Completely lost momentum here.
15.0.
Well, let's have a look at the replay. The next event at the Olympic Stadium is the triple jump, the ultimate test of speed, bounce and technique.
Oh, shit.
Foul.
That attempt isn't going to count. Oversteps the board and into the putty.
Representing Australia.
Second attempt. Nerves should be gone by now.
I think.
For the perfect jump, you've got to hit the board flush. On this occasion, that just didn't happen. Here's the replay.
Next.
And Australia shown on the scoreboard in 8th place.
Oh!
Well, this will be a no jump. I'm afraid to say there'll be a red flag, and that's frustrating.
From Australia.
Here we go with round number 4.
Another
Oversteps the
friggin'
board,
foul.
and that's going to be a red flag. Doesn't matter how far you jump, if you can't hit the board cleanly, then you've got no chance.
Started
Well,
a
you
mile
must hit the
out.
board on takeoff, otherwise you're never going to get the maximum distance.
The athlete from Australia.
Last chance saloon, 6th and final attempt.
Canberra go in again.
Well, very lucky to even make the sand.
15.7.
Let's take a look at that replay. Well, totally frustrated and dejected, and quite rightly so. The next event here at the Olympic Stadium is the triple jump, a real test, this of speed and technique.
And look good.
Well, look at the delight on the face, understandably.
Could have done a world record with that too.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
Off he goes in round number 2.
Could have done better with the first one.
One of the keys to success in the long jump is that you take off on the board. Terrific leap, everything moving in the right places.
What's that? Oh!
Well, that went wrong, and badly wrong, so it's a foul. Fourth attempt. Well, not bad, not bad. Takes off well. Looks really good through the 3 phases. Fifth attempt now. Found it hard to remain aggressive. Keeps momentum right away into the sand. Here we go in the latest round of the triple jump. Well, the timing of a jump is crucial, and measuring that run is just as crucial. You have to hit the board to get the maximum out of a jump.
17.5.
This is the medal tally. Well, they say that practice makes perfect. This is the Olympic Stadium, one of the most ecologically sound structures in the whole of world athletics. This stadium really is state-of-the-art. 80,000 in capacity and beautiful on the eye. Should have been able to see 3 distinctive phases there, but on this occasion, that wasn't the case. Well, that's not a good attempt. In fact, it's a foul. Third attempt now. Well, that was a struggle through all 3 phases. Wasn't able to really get momentum to flow, I'm afraid. The nerves have gone now. Round 4 has proved to be problematic, and this competitor very disappointed. This is round number 5 then.
Crap.
Well, that didn't go to plan, and he knows it. At the completion of that round, the scoreboard shows Australia in 7th. Good momentum into the sand. The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, that's what all the hard work's for. Look at the reaction of this athlete. A really good performance. Well, always one of my favourite events in an Olympic Games. This is the triple jump. It's the men's final. Well, here we go with round 1 then. Well, that's a little bit better. Still a long way behind the board, and that will cost him centimetres. puts a better effort. Just needs a bit more height in that final phase to get some better distance here. Well, there's a reason for that, and it's a red flag. I'm afraid that will be a no jump. A little mistake in the run-up has cost this athlete dear. Whichever way you want to look at it, this athlete can certainly do better than that. Well, that wasn't the best, I'm afraid to say. Barely a ripple of applause from the crowd. Well, that's not bad, but it's not great either. Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard and confirmation of 6th place. Well, he likes that. It's been a good performance. Well, I think he knows he still has more to come. Here's the replay. Well, quite rightly, this athlete will celebrate not quite being able to claim that Olympic championship, but there's no doubts that welcome to the Olympic Stadium here.
So I'm doing it again.
In the crown of the Olympic Park. This is a terrific venue, made from some recycled and some of the most sustainable materials. This really is a green stadium of the
To the run-up.
And these athletes are all ready to go on the first step of their Olympic dream. This is another attempt in the triple jump. This athlete can do so much better than that, and the results do reflect it. Crowd really starting to enjoy this. It's a great spectacle at the London 2012 Olympics.
There you go. Still miles behind.
Close to a personal best here. Just shows how good a shape this athlete's in.
Take the lead.
Time in the middle phase. 4th attempt this, 2 more remain.
That's a good one too.
A massive jump here, and that's a new personal best. Inching up on the board, a white flag as well. Well, this is one for the memory banks, a stunning jump.
2 jumps, pretty good.
The 5th attempt.
Come on. Bad 3rd jump.
Just seemed to run out of juice through the 3 phases. Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows 1st place.
And again, good. It's good.
Brilliant performance.
1788.
And that sends out a warning shot to the rest of the world that this athlete's on fire. Super celebrations, and deservedly so. A really good performance.
Goal.
Nicking 1st place by the slimmest of margins.
Slimmest of margins?
United States of America with a distance of 78.3.
Let's have a quick glance at the...
Alright, so Canberra has defeated South Sydney, which is what I told my brother would happen, but he never believes me. Let's try this one again. If you've got this game, play along with me. See if you can
Look
give
at
me
the
a.
Olympic Stadium. It really does look splendid. Another perfect day at the 2012 Games. The next
Oh.
This is the field then, and there is plenty of competition out there. This is the first round where the nerves may just be hanging the most.
Oops. Like,
That's a foul attempt. That's not legal, I'm afraid. He'll have to have another go in the next round.
Foul.
okay,
Well, that's a
you
foul,
gotta.
and I just wonder whether maybe he needs to take a bit off on the run-up.
You reckon?
Sprinting so hard here, just couldn't slow down. I think that exposed a slight flaw in his technique. Halfway through, and Australia are in 8th place. Been threatening to do it for some time, and now here's confirmation. A new personal best. When justice is back.
I want
Oh, this
45.
looks good.
I want 45, dude.
Really good throw.
Well, not that good, right?
Let's take a check on the leaderboard then, and Australia are in 3rd. There he goes then, final attempt, good pace on the runway. Well, that's right up there with the best he's thrown so far. Well, no gold medal on this occasion, but still quite rightly this athlete will say. Well, this event has changed over the years with the redesign of the javelin. Does so many things right, this athlete. Can he put them all together in one throw? Oh, that's arcing really long. Oh, yeah, he likes that. End of round 1, and it's 3rd for Australia. Here we go then, round 2.
Kill that guy.
Well, that's all right, that's not bad.
That's
So
crap.
we'll put this athlete in the mix. Well done. Good execution on that round. To produce your best ever performance at the Olympic Games, that's exactly what these athletes
That's
train
entertainment.
for. And look at the delight on his face. Sprinting towards the line.
That's a new world record, surely. Right.
Well, that's another good one. Oh, that's a massive throw. That's beaten his personal best. Well, here we go then on the runway. We'll look to launch this one. This one's over 60 meters, but what's that going to do on the scoreboard?
Nothing, because I'm
The
still winning.
scoreboard shows Australia in 1st place. Starts the run now.
I didn't know I had a 3rd one. I didn't know I had another one.
Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly. Well, what a terrific performance that was. The Olympic Stadium really does look splendid. Another perfect day at the 2012 Olympics. I think everybody's enjoyed this event so far. Now it's time for the javelin to take centre stage, though. This is the Olympic final. Well, that's another solid effort. Putting together a really good series here. 2nd attempt. Can he beat his previous best?
Foul.
by 2 centimeters. Right, just because I touched the
won't
line.
count, I'm afraid to say. There's a foul, and that's evident.
Next, the athlete from Australia.
This is round number 3, and this competition is getting steadily harder. Really good technical performance that. We've reached halfway, and Australia are in second place.
Athlete from Australia.
Well, this is the 4th round when the athletes are fully warmed up, the nerves have gone. You expect the better throws here.
Way short.
Well, that's all right. Another
No, it
solid
wasn't.
throw from
It
this
fell over.
athlete. Australia in second place at the end of that round. Well, that's not bad at all.
Crap.
Well, it's a good position to be in. Second place for this athlete on the scoreboard. That looks very promising. It's all going to come down to this, the delivery. Well, that could be close to a personal best. Jumping for joy after that performance.
How's
A
that
great
stealing it
victory.
from
And
under
what
your
a way to
nose?
celebrate. Welcome along
Try
to the
that one
Olympic
again, 'cause I like
Stadium,
that
the
one.
jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is the place where these athletes will take the next step on their Olympic dream.
Oh, Jesus. Look how close that was to a record.
Absolutely everything. Delighted. A
How
new
close is
personal
that
best.
to an Olympic record?
Australia.
Well, the crowd definitely up for this event. Round 2. He likes it. He likes it a lot.
Australia with a distance
At
of
the completion of that round, and Australia have moved into first place.
Next up, the competitor representing Australia.
Sprinting towards the light.
Foul.
Oh, foul. But look at it go.
Stirring stuff as that round comes to a close, and the scoreboard tells it all. A huge lead in this one. Well, the crowd appreciates it, but I think he knows he can throw further. End of
Certainly
the round, and
do.
Australia are in first place. Well, here we go then on the runway. We'll look to launch this one. Another great effort to get that javelin over 80 metres. Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Australia.
Win just at his back.
Foul.
The victor, a tremendous performance. Look at the emotion.
Alright, so that's fun too. Shot put. Is that going to be annoying? Let's see. I like the fact that these old games took ages to load, took really quick time to load.
The lower bowl is set into the existing landscape, meaning the There are two different techniques you can use in this event, either the glide or the spin. The world record was set using the spin, but the second best throw using the glide. Well, he lets this one go really well, and that's heading out. This should be a really solid throw from him.
Australia with
Here is the scoreboard then, and Australia are in
Wasn't that
third
good?
place. Well, round number 2, shot in place. Nerves gone here. A new personal best, and this athlete is understandably delighted by that. To
Still.
produce your best at the Olympic Games is all anyone can ask. Explosive release.
That's not bad.
Well, this athlete's understandably delighted with that performance. A new personal best at an Olympic Games. That's exactly what you dream of.
Crap angle.
Well, that's a good throw from Australia. And the scoreboard shows Australia in first place. Really good technique through that, and I can see the smile on his face. Well, the end of that round, and that puts Australia into first place.
Representing Australia.
Final round, this last shot. Thrust through the shot.
I broke my own personal best.
It's always a great feat to be able to complete a personal best, and I've got to say that was very, very impressive. A medal for the Netherlands. Good performance as the athlete finishes in second place.
Finishing first, thank you very much. Alright, swimming. So it's going to be men's, women's. It's all going to be the same. So I might go a drink. Coffee would be nice.
Welcome to the Aquatic Centre here in Stratford, London, the home of the swimming events in the London 2012 Games. Since this event was introduced to the Games in 1988, the gold medals have been split between the USA, Russia and Brazil. The medals at stake as they enter the pool in the 50 metres freestyle for men. He's into his stroke and now moving through the field. In front, USA. In second place, Brazil. In third place, Ireland. We're into the final 10 metres. A hero will be born as they touch down. Brazil take gold.
Okay.
Well, that was all right. Not the best before. This is the Aquatic Centre. This is the final of the men's 50 metres freestyle. These athletes can't afford to miss the start. Well, this is a moment where the athletes must forget about what's just happened. Later in the water, a good clean getaway. His rhythm has absolutely deserted him. The leader is USA. In second is Brazil. Third place, Ireland.
What happened there? Good night, Dave.
We're entering the final 10 metres, so close to the line as they touch now. It's gold for Brazil, and the silver goes to USA.
Something happened there. Don't know
Welcome
what
to the
it was.
Aquatic Centre, a venue that's used state-of-the-art techniques to provide the best possible conditions for these athletes to get the best possible results in the pool.
If you shut up, then
And it's a struggle to keep in touch with the leaders. In first place, USA. Second place, Brazil. Holding on to third, it's Ireland. A full stretch. It's gold for Brazil. Second place and a silver medal for Team USA.
new Olympic record.
Well, all the athletes.
Well, I didn't get the
off
Olympic
blocks at
record,
same
someone else
time
did,
and
surely.
then moving through the field.
Surely someone else got the Olympic record because I
strong
didn't
middle
win.
section.
Fucking fish.
It came down to the final 25 metres. Keep your eye on this athlete, though, for the future. I'm sure the best is still to come.
Turns out it's the refrigerator. I'm going to put you on standby, as in stand by you, and we'll go from there. Oh, that's the wrong one. What about this one? Okay, let's switch channel to be right back. Play some music for you. And I'm back. Okay, I'm just gonna set myself up and lovely turn off this music. Shit. So I can get to the friggin' shut off. Didn't I shut it off? Oh, I did. But it's still showing me game music. Oh dear. Well, that was oh, shit. Stupid. I'm stupid.
Let's take a quick check on the overall medal tally.
No, we're going to
Welcome
restart
back
that
to the
again.
Aquatic Centre. A sold-out crowd for the men's final of the 50 metres freestyle. How strong will this athlete be? The men's 50 metres freestyle is underway in the final. Great stroke technique, giving his all. In first place, Australia. Second, Ireland. In third place, Brazil. One final push for 10 metres. They touch now, and it's a gold medal for Australia.
Nearly got a world record. Oh, I did.
That is some performance. And
Got a
quite
new-
right, take
new world
all
record.
the time you need to celebrate and savour the moment. The crowd are in awe of that. A new world record. Well, let's confirm the final standings then, and it's gold for Australia.
All right. Swimming again, it'll be 100 meters, blah 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 blah, just different strokes. I'll do spring. I've already done springboard, so I'd like to see what it's like off the 10-meter platform. Practice, practice, practice. Always make your
Final of the men's
practice.
10-metre platform is next here at the Aquatic Centre.
Aquatic. Okay, it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
The diving team is generally a strong one, and they're usually there or thereabouts when it comes to the medal shake-up. Currently, they're the defending champions.
What? We are?
Well,
How'd that
not the
happen?
most difficult dive in the book. Will this be enough, though, to keep them in the mix? Certainly some nerves out there with that first round performance, but that's good. Here's the replay. This is a really good dive.
Is it?
Well, there's no doubts that that was a good dive. Not quite in the excellent category at this point, but should score well here. Well, we're on to the second dives then. Well, this is going to be quite tough. Well, that's only average, I'm afraid to say. That last dive
Oops, I
from
forgot
Australia,
to,
not their best.
I forgot to do the.
Here's the replay. This one
No,
of the more
it's
simple
not.
dives. And this athlete really
I'm still leading.
had to execute on this. What kind of dive will he select here? How brave is he feeling at this point?
I don't
Well,
want
if
to
this
try
diver
the ones
can
where.
complete this with the minimum of fuss, the judges undoubtedly will be impressed. Well, that's all right. Certainly something for this athlete to work on. Here's the replay, and I think there will be a number of faults we could pick out with this. Scoreboard looks good so far, very much in touch with the leaders. The question, though, is can this diver go on to that next level? Well, the approach was all wrong there, and an over-rotation in the jump.
Hell,
The
what?
entry into the water produced a big splash, and all of that will mean poor points. Well, let's have a look at the scores. The more difficult, the more points that you'll get. Well, this is going to be a difficult selection, and good execution here will see them right in the mix. Well, that's a good round, and there's no doubt now that this competitor can have the confidence that they can keep up with the leaders here.
I don't know. I thought that was a pretty shitty
Let's
entry.
take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. Well, here are the results then coming in now. Here's the scoreboard, and it shows Australia in second place. Well, into the final round then, and this is it. Well, that's quite ambitious. Looks composed on the platform, though. Well, he likes that performance, and quite rightly so.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty crap.
The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, how do the judges rate this performance? Well, this athlete looks overcome with emotion here, having just won that event. Well, quite rightly. Look
Wow.
at that. Well, that's only sport. Let's see who's won.
Let's go to the shooting. I'll do skate as well.
Welcome to the home of all the shooting events. The next is the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol.
Attention. Attention.
Time per round reduces across the event. The final 2 rounds last for only 4 seconds and use decimal scoring. For the aiming the pistol, one continuous motion to shoot all the targets as quickly as possible. Okay. Let's try.
Attention.
Shit. It's gonna be troublesome.
Quite a field as well. Some very, very strong competitors.
Attention.
Well, this is the field then, and some great competitors, all vying for a medal. Here we go, round 1 then. 8 seconds to hit 5 targets. I think he likes that.
Got a
1
6.
round gone, and Australia are in 4th. Round 2, 6 seconds for the 5 targets.
Stop.
Well, that's very, very disappointing. So 7th place out of 8 is not the best of reading for this athlete, but it's what the scoreboard's saying. It's the brutal truth, I'm afraid. So round 3, 6 seconds to hit these targets. Well, that was all right. Not bad at all.
It's crap.
Pressure mounting here, round 4.
Attention.
Well, this athlete's capable of an awful lot more than that. An average performance on this occasion, and they really can do better. This is where the pressure cranks up again, round 5, 4 seconds.
Stop.
There's no better description to this performance other than hit and miss stuff. Here's the leaderboard. Australia are in 5th place. Sixth round, needs to shoot well here. Well, that's an all-right performance. I think the athlete knows they can do better than that, but not bad in the end. Well, frustration, disappointment, not quite despair, I don't think. But this hasn't really worked out as this athlete had hoped. This is the Royal Artillery Barracks. The next event is the men's 25 metres rapid fire pistol. Round 1, 8 seconds, seems like an eternity to hit 5 targets. Well, that was a tough old first round, and the second round can't come fast enough. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks here in the southeast of London. This should be a great venue for the shooting events. Round 1 then, 8 seconds to hit the 5 targets. Plenty of time. Nice shooting that round. Here's the scoreboard at the end of the first round, and
crap
Australia
shooting.
in 4th place. There we go, round 2 then. 2 seconds off the clock. Same number of targets. That performance acknowledged by the crowd, it was magnificent. Happy with that, very happy with that. And as the scoreboard confirms, that will keep him very much in the mix. Round 3, here we go. Oh, that's magnificent, good shooting.
45 is not good
Through
shooting.
this event then, and Australia are in 3rd place. Round 4, 4 seconds then to hit the 5 targets. Now the pressure starts to mount. That was very, very average performance. Well, let's have another look at the scoreboard, and 3rd place after the latest round. That's a good performance. Well, in round number 5, this gets really tough as the scoring rings tighten. Middle of the road stuff in round number 5, nowhere near his best. That was an average performance. Well, this is the ultimate pressure. Looked a bit shaky with his shots in that round. Not a historic day in the end for this athlete who misses out on the medal places. And Austria take gold. What?
That's really pretty tough stuff. Just shooting shit. Okay. Oh, I could have actually made a list. Fuck, I'm a dickhead.
Gorgeous day at the Royal Artillery Barracks. We're outside for the Since 1996, the Olympic shooting programme has been segregated. This time round, there'll be 6 women's events and 9 men's. 1 for 1 on the single target. This is the double. Oh. It's a very good start, that's excellent. Here's the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and it shows Australia are in 3rd. Clips the target, that'll be a point. What can he do on this double? That pleases the crowd. Here's the scoreboard, and it shows Australia in second place.
Australia.
Oh, dickhead.
Well, I think the referee will be a bit concerned for his own safety with that last shot. Let's have a look on the double.
Oh,
Well, this
fuck.
athlete's focus can't be shaken by this
Fuck.
performance today. They just need to have another go at it. Boom. Like that. Station number 4 is the midway point, and this is where this competition can completely turn around. We'll have that. Very nice. 2 more targets still to hit. Back to
Got it
brace.
perfect. Oh, another 2.
Now for the
Fuck.
double.
Oh, I missed
Well, they
it
say
by
they're clay pigeons,
one
but they look
friggin'
more like
shot.
sitting ducks to me. Halfway through this event then, and Australia are in 3rd place.
They're representing Australia.
Oh, fuck off.
Always difficult with the target constantly moving away. This is the double. Well, not what he was looking for.
Next up, they're representing Australia.
Collects that one right out of the lower house. Now for the double, lower house first. All right, very average though.
Next,
Yeah, very average.
Australia.
Crowd responding to that.
Next up,
Well, in the top 3 after that last round, 3rd place is a good position to be in.
Fuck off.
Well, missed out with that last shot. Final stop, station number 8.
Fuck off
Oh, dear.
again.
But it's not to be, I'm afraid.
United States of America.
Team USA.
Lost my point. Archery have done.
This next event brings together some of the strongest men in the world. This next event is the final men's weightlifting.
That's what I'm doing. Let's do that tutorial again because I got no idea what I just did. Okay, I get it.
All-time, Australia are nestled in 33rd on the medal table with 4 to their name. 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. Well, on a good day, he won't have any problems at all in lifting this weight, but it's still going to be a challenge here. Needs to keep the mind focused here. Got to build up this power. Technique's good so far. Slams it down. That was a good lift. What a start for Australia. Well, this is where the mental state of the lifter really does come into question. A good first effort. Now with the second attempt, can he put more weight on the bar? And exactly how much does he put on that bar? Has to get it above his head. Every muscle. Oh, that technique is fantastic. Well, the judges give it the okay. Well, there's not much breathing room at the top at this stage. It really is very, very tight. Well, he really is in with a chance of a medal, but needs to stack some more weight on this bar. Needs to be powerful in this first phase. Well, that's a blow. Didn't even move the bar off the floor. To take a medal at the Olympic Games is always a good sign. It doesn't matter whether it's silver or bronze. A really good effort.
That's a really silly sport. Kieran, eh?
Welcome to the Olympic Velodrome. This is the home of the cycling events. Australia are the most successful nation in men's Olympic keirin history. That's because they've taken more medals than anybody else. 3 laps of the track to go then. This really is a terrific performance for Great Britain, who are in first place. This is a good performance from France in second place. Always important to stay in the mix. Get physical out there as they bump shoulders. Gonna hear the bell in a moment. Looking for a medal as the bell tolls. In first place, Australia. In second place, Great Britain. Lots of shoulder rubbing here as they come together once again. Great Britain take gold. Great Britain take glory. Britain take first, France in second, and bronze for Australia. Well, the men's Keirin event really does bring the crowd out in their numbers, and they respond well to these cyclists who will enjoy, and this is rare in the Keirin event, 360 noise, as usually the fans are only down the two back straights, but here in this specifically designed venue, they'll get the noise around the corners as well. All about having a good rhythm and a tactical brain. That's a big collision going shoulder to shoulder. Into the final lap in last place. So much work still to do. In the lead, France. Under 100 metres to go. France take gold. Second place and a silver medal for Australia. It's a bronze medal finish for Great Britain, who finished third.
It's a lot of colliding there.
In the Keirin event, the riders are required to remain behind the pacer that starts deliberately slowly, around 25 kilometres an hour. Gradually, as the race goes on, the speed is increased until the pacer leaves the track with about 700 metres to go. By the end, the riders are already going at 50 kilometres an hour. However, over those final 3 laps, that pace will increase by another 20 kilometres an hour as these riders all go for that sprint finish. They're going to hear the bell for the final lap in a moment. Now looking to make it count down the back straight. In first place, Australia. Second, France. Well, there's certainly some contact out there. Going to have to fight their way through here. Britain finish on the podium. A new Olympic champion is crowned. Second place, and Australia takes silver. Third place goes to France.
That was Australia cheating. That's what we do. We cheat a lot. I'm getting bored. Getting bored enough to say, you know what? Let's try sculls. That's how bored I am. I'm so bored, we're going to try sculls. Rowing.
This is one of the more beautiful and picturesque locations in the whole of the Olympic Games.
Attention. Set.
Understandable is some perfect strokes by releasing. Oh, this should be fun.
Many of these competitors have raced here already. In 2006, it hosted the Rowing World Championship and received high praise from both competitors and spectators alike. So we're away on this very demanding stretch of water. Well, this is the final, and it looks like those medals are slipping away at this stage. Great Britain out in front and in control. Going well. In second place is Brazil. Way out in front at this stage, and it looks like it could be a medal for Great Britain. This is a good performance for second place Brazil. Rhythm, power and technique, all crucial to have success here. Allowing the boat to run in the water as we now reach the halfway point. Great Britain leading the way and looking good so far. Closing in on the leader, Team USA, they're in second place. Brazil keeping up with the leaders, but can they improve on third place? Australia slightly trailing the field here. They're in last place at the midway point. Well, it seems that the final maybe just is one step too far. just can't seem to pull through here. Great Britain, the front runner. This is an impressive performance. Not much in it. Team USA are second. In third place, and a good performance so far from Brazil. Sixth for Australia, and they need to improve their level of performance. Must keep stroking right through the line here. Great Britain take gold. Team USA take silver. Bronze for Brazil.
Okay.
It's a sixth place finish for Australia.
No, I only got 6, that's alright.
This is one that he won't want to see. Welcome to Eton Dorney. This place really is an assault on the senses. The beautiful blue of the water and the green of the grass and trees.
Set.
It's a clean start. All 6 are underway here at Eton Dorney. Well, in the end, it looks like it's going to be disappointment at Eton Dorney. This hasn't been a good performance so far. Great Britain in first place and looking good. Brazil in second place and looking good. Closing in on the front, it's Team USA in third place. It's got to improve for Australia. They're in 5th place. Good response from the fans as well. They appreciate what they're seeing here today as we're approaching the halfway mark. Well, the atmosphere is electric as they really do start to motor here. They're through halfway. Looking fairly smooth through the water, not chopping too hard. It's not bad, this. Great Britain out in front and in control here. One off the lead, it's Team USA in second place. Brazil going well in third, but needs to make a move here. Australia in 6th, and they're a long way off the pace here. Coming up to the final stages, needs to give it absolutely everything. Goal for Great Britain, who crossed the line in first place. Just missed out on gold. A silver medal for Team USA. Brazil finish with bronze. Australia in 6th.
I've got to read the...
This is Eton Dorney. Welcome for the final of the men's.
Attention. Set.
The last time that this event was run at an Olympic Games in England was 64 years ago. On that occasion, Australia were the winners and took home the gold medal. All 6 rowers away neatly from the starting gate then. Rowing very well at this stage of the race, looking very much in it. Well, every single stroke in this race will be crucial as they look to win a medal here at Eton Dorney. Now they're heading towards 250 metres. Great Britain, the front runner. This is an impressive performance. This is a good performance from USA in second place. Brazil keeping up with the leaders, but can they improve on third place? Fifth place in Australia, just a smidgen off the pace. They're through halfway in the final, and now they've got to start building towards the line. stroke rate simply not been up to it yet. Don't start writing the headlines yet, but it's looking good for Great Britain, who lead the way. Team USA in with a chance of a lead here. They're in second place. In third place, and a good performance so far from Brazil. Australia in sixth with 250 metres to go. They're trailing behind here. It's gold for Great Britain. Silver USA. Bronze for Brazil. And Australia finishing sixth. Well,
That's a nut sport. That's a nut sport. Anyway, that was fun. Let's get the heck out of here. That was fun. But ultimately crap, because I fucked up. Which means I'm in a desperately nasty point of view that I might have to ruin your day by singing again. So we're going to switch to Twitch Sings. Here we go. Whack it out wherever you are. Twitch Sings. Set that up. I could play Magic, but I'd rather Twitch Sing. Or when I say rather sing, it's of course it's a euphemism for attempt to. Okay. Okie dokie, here we go, key. Oh, I've got to set it up for you to watch, otherwise it'd be pretty fucking pointless. Actually, it'd be pretty pointless anyway. As it is. Here we go. Ooh, butterfly wings. Oh, county crows. Wow, we got some. We got a little bit of. What did we get? Go back. It's the new songs, isn't it? See all those. Only one Red Hot Chili Pecker. Roller coaster. Roller coaster. Ooh, roller coaster. Yeah, you're gonna cop it from me, you're gonna cop it from me, and you're gonna cop it from me. Hang on, just gotta voice banana myself a bit so I don't blow out your ears. Well, I might blow out your ears, but it doesn't really matter because it's all for fun. It's all for fun, isn't it? That's what we are here for. We're here for fun. Fun, baby, fun. Give me your hand. I don't even know half these fucking songs. I probably do know them, but Mbop. Oh Jesus. What is the 2 3-star performances? Well, thank you very much for that. That's ultimately the death of me right there. '90s alternative. I probably know more songs in the '90s alternative than I do in the other one, so I didn't think Boy George had a song in the '90s. Must have did a. Let's go. We're trying to get. Baby did a bad thing. grand final day in Australia for the AFL, so that should be interesting. Baby did a bad thing. 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 You ever loved someone so much you thought your little heart was gonna break in two? I don't think so. You ever tried with all your heart and soul to get your lover back to you? I wanna hope so. You ever pray with all your heart and soul just to watch you walk away? Yeah. Oh, baby did a bad thing. Well, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. Feel like crying. I feel like crying. You ever toss and turn, you're lying awake and thinking about the one you love? I don't think so. You ever close your eyes, you're making believe you're holding with the one you're dreaming of? Well, if you say so, it hurts so bad when you finally know just how low she'll go. Oh, baby did a bad thing. Well, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. And I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Well, that was a disaster from my point of view. Don't know about your ears though. A bad thing. Bad thing. Well, that was disastrous to a point. Well, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. One-star performance. Not a 3-star performance, but a 1-star performance because, well, pretty interesting. Baby did a bad thing. 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 You ever loved someone so much you thought your little heart was gonna break in two? I don't think so. You ever tried with all your heart and soul to get your lover back to you? I wanna hope so. You ever pray with all your heart and soul just to watch you walk away? Yeah. Oh, baby did a bad thing. Well, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. Feel like crying. I feel like crying. You ever toss and turn, you're lying awake and thinking about the one you love? I don't think so. You ever close your eyes, you're making believe you're holding with the one you're dreaming of? Well, if you say so, it hurts so bad when you finally know just how low she'll go. Oh, baby did a bad thing. Well, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing, and I feel like crying. 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 I'm gonna give this another shot because, well, I'm drunk and I'm ready to go. So here we go again. Baby did a bad, bad thing. 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 You ever loved someone so much you thought your little heart was gonna break in two? I don't think so. You ever try with all your heart and soul to get your lover back to you? I wanna hope so. You ever pray with all your heart and soul just to watch her walk away? Yeah. Oh, baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Feel like crying. I feel like crying. You ever toss and turn? You're lying awake and thinking about the one you love? I don't think so. You ever close your eyes, you're making believe you're holding the one you're dreaming of? Well, if you say so, it hurts so bad when you finally know just how low she'll go. Oh, baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. And I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. A bad, bad thing. Bad thing. Gorgeously crap. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Yes, I'm no longer playing in London, of course. So if you're back and watching, I'm gone into Twitch Sings, where I am destroying my bass by destroying the ears. But you bought your little heart was gonna break in two. I don't think so. You ever try with all your heart and soul to get your lover back to you? I wanna hope so. You ever pray with all your heart and soul just to watch her walk away? Yeah. Oh, baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Baby did a bad, bad thing. Feel like crying. I feel like crying. You ever toss and turn, you're lying awake and thinking about the one you love? I don't think so. You ever close your eyes, you're making believe you're holding the one you're dreaming of? Well, if you say so, it hurts so bad when you finally know just how low she'll go. Oh, baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. And I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Ooh, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. A bad thing. Bad thing.